guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be this look that you see right here. I had a lot of fun doing it. I think it's super gorgeous. I promised not to do any glitter, so I really just have a lot of highlight on and just a little gold shadow over the red. I did use a matte lipstick as my red, which I thought was really cool. A nude lip, so no more red lip for me, for today anyways. And yeah, if you wanna know how to get this look, then stay tuned. So I think most of these steps are gonna be completely obvious. Here I'm priming the eye, going in with a fluffy brush just to make sure that's perfect. Then taking some RCMA powder and mattifying that eye to make it easier to blend shadow. You know, you wanna make sure that if you prime the eye that you do use some sort of powder to set that, or it's just gonna be muddy. Then taking this Morphe 350M palette, I'm gonna take a transition shade and just really blend that in right into the crease. Blending is really your best friend in an eye like this because we're gonna go in with a liquid lip as a cream eyeshadow soon, and you're not gonna have much working time with that. So the more you have down to kind of create a backdrop for that is gonna be better. So now I'm taking a more red, deeper shade and I'm just kind of building that up. You know, you really wanna build it up. But yeah, I decided that I was going to, because the video was 19 minutes, so I actually sped the video up, and so it's pretty quick here. But I think a lot of it is self-explanatory. And we're just going in, and the brush I'm using actually is the Bold Metals collection, the Real Techniques brush, and to be honest, it's a really decent brush. And then taking a even brighter and deeper shade, we're gonna go in and really pack that in. So it's gonna look really crazy, but the eye look is gonna be really blown out and it's not gonna be as orange pretty soon. So now taking that same fluffy brush, you're just gonna blend out that top and all the edges because you really want it to be perfect. So now I'm going in with the Morphe shade in Bonnie, which is part of their Paint the Town Red collection. And this is a liquid lip, and I'm just going to take another one of the Real Techniques brushes. This is a dome packing brush, and I'm really going to just pack that in. Then using the last brush that I was using, I'm just gonna blend out all those edges. Remember, you don't have a lot of working time because this does dry down and it's a matte finish, so be careful. Then going back in with that transition shade, I'm just gonna really soften that up so that there is no hard edges. The last thing you want is to have a hard edge that you can't blend out, so you have to work quick. Again, going in with that big brush and just blending. Okay, now I'm taking a small detail brush and just catching underneath with that liquid lip till about halfway. And that's just gonna kind of seal the deal and complete the look by, you know, joining the top and the bottom. Then taking that transition shade that we use, just add a little bit of warmth and blend that right out. And again, with that fucking brush. But I'm telling you, this brush is a savior. That is actually one of my favorite brushes from Morphe. I think it is an M335. So I'm actually using the MAC the MAC foundation, the Face and Body Foundation, and I'm an N3, I believe, in that foundation. And this sponge is the Morphe Contour Sponge, which I actually, like I said many times before, I do prefer over the actual Beauty Blender. I think that it's less dense and it's more soft and it creates a nicer finish overall. And I'm just really blending that in and making sure, actually, you really want to make sure you blend your foundation for longer than you think. So if you think you're done, just blend a little bit more. So here I'm going in with the Shape Tape in light neutral, a little on the top of my lips, under my eyes, nose, and forehead, and I'm just gonna blend that all together. Be careful underneath your eye because you don't want it to actually disturb any of your makeup. You just want to kind of bring it right up to it. And then you can take a, this is a BH Cosmetics brush, and just blend that together. Now I'm gonna line the waterline, and that was quick. Now I'm taking the Airspun translucent pressed powder, or translucent loose powder, sorry, and I'm going to just bake a little bit underneath my eyes and on the sides of my nose. I'm big on a nose contour, so to make that nose super snatched, you need to get in there and use that powder. Taking the end of this contour sponge, it's super, 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 super easy to just go in and get that super slim line in your nose. So now I'm gonna go in with some of the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, which smells like a dream. And I'm just going to kind of find where I want to place it and just pat this bronzer in. You don't want to do too many circular motions. Patting is actually always the best because you don't want to disturb the foundation or the concealer underneath. And I like to put a little bit just right under my bottom lip, and that just kind of gives a little bit of depth to my lips. Just like you would highlight the top of your lip, you can also kind of contour the bottom of your lip. And just bronzing up underneath the neck and just really contouring. I do want this to be a pretty intense contour, so I am baking under my eyes and my nose and then really putting a lot of bronzer everywhere else. Just taking a clean powder brush, I'm just going to dust that off. Okay, so now I don't know what the name of this brush is. It has literally no name, and I've had it for probably 10 years. However, I love this brush to contour my nose. So I'm just going in with a little bit of the Tom Ford. There's my dog. He's super cute. He wants to play. Some of the Tom Ford bronzer, and I'm just going to contour my nose. Yeah, this brush gives just like a really soft contour that's still very noticeable. And then you want to make sure that you kind of bring that contour up into the makeup so everything kind of blends. Then repowdering the sides of my nose just to keep things tight and clean. Now I'm going to take a spoolie, comb these brows up, some dip brow from ABH, and just go in and fill these in. This is a brush from the Morphe PK collection that I picked up from a Morphe Me package that I received, and this is the PK45. This brush sucks for lining your eyes. It's an angled liner brush. I hate it for everything else. However, for the brows, it's very stiff, so it's really awesome to just kind of like, you know, really fill in those brows. And the dip brow, if you use something that's too fine, you are gonna end up with too much pigment. So this kind of spreads it evenly. Then taking a detail liner brush. Okay, now taking a detail liner brush and dipping that into the dip brow, I'm going to just go in and where I really want some depth and darkness and kind of like some sharpness, I'm going to just kind of add some pigment on the ends, and then on the other side. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that, and I'm going to just kind of create some brush strokes right there at the beginning of my brow. I don't really want to fill that area in so much because you want it to kind of ombre into a nice sharp point. So this is the Morphe metallic eyeshadow. To be honest, I actually put this on and then it wasn't enough. So this is kind of just gonna be like an eyeshadow base. You don't actually have to use this if you don't want to. This is in the shade Gold. It just, over the liquid lip, it didn't pick up the way that I wanted it to. So I blended it out with a fluffy blending brush and it wasn't doing it for me. Now taking some Ready Set Radiant Spray from Tarte, and then in that gold shade, I'm just going to, and this is the Morphe 25A palette, and it's their goldest shade. I didn't really show that, but it is their goldest shade. And that really just popped it out, and I like that a lot better. So I actually hate this highlighter kit from Kat Von D. It's the Crushed Metals, and I do have to say, I don't like it. It's way too glittery, and it's not that flattering for a normal daytime look. However, for this, I'm going to love it. The brush I'm using is actually the Holiday brush, which is a limited edition only on Beautylish. And that brush from Wayne Goss is amazing. And go to Beautylish right now. I think it's like 50 bucks. You gotta buy it. It's the best brush ever. So now I'm just going to top that off with a little bit of the Moonchild palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills and really pop in some highlight, kind of top over the Kat Von D that I used. Now taking a fan brush and just dusting off any of that powder that's been baking. This is the Sleek Blush, and I'm just going to warm up the apples of my cheeks a little bit. Now taking the shade is Cairo, and this is from the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, which I actually like to use this underneath a gloss. And then I'm taking the Lorac Pro gloss in the shade Duchess. And this is a really pretty shade. I'm just gonna apply that over it. And I really wanted to just, and then I actually am taking another shade. This is the darker shade, which is, let me see here. It is Heroin. I think they mean heroin like a badass chick, not the drug. So now I'm obviously just going to throw some mascara and lashes on, and we are done. You guys, I hope you loved this video. It was so much fun. I'm obsessed with how this looks. And yeah, make sure to like this video, comment below and let me know what you think. And then don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is so important and it means so much to me. I appreciate and love you all. I hope that you guys are having an awesome Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow. Ciao.